Hey, what's up, guys? So I saw this video and there was just a bunch of red flags that came through my head, and I apologize in advance if my tone of voice is like angry and whatnot, but there's just so much bullshit in my opinion, and I wanted to share. Okay, so this guy made a video, the programming of your favorite Flash games.
Objects. So I decompiled the code,
Nice.
expecting to find some clever trick, perhaps even a simple fluid simulation,
Yeah?
only to find some of the most spaghetti-filled code I've ever seen.
Spaghetti-filled code? Of course it's gonna be spaghetti-filled. What, is it gonna be beautified action script? Beautified... Dude!
Impressive mechanics. So I put out a YouTube community post asking you all for ideas on where to look next. Of course, right off the bat, there were a few mentions of Portal the Flash version, visual flair, but it just goes to show how hard it is to make portals the way Valve did it. After all, one of the main reasons they hired the Narbacular Drop team is because they had already figured out all of the complicated math. I'd say that at least a part of these discrepancies can likely be attributed to the Flash version team's inexperience in developing something like this.
Wait a minute, what do you mean Flash version teams? This thing was developed by just two people, Hen Mazowski and Ido Tao. I'm not sure how to say that. But there was no like Valve dev team. These were fanboys. These were just random devs. They weren't involved with Valve or any of this shit. So that makes, what you said right there makes no sense.
Spelling is further misspelled,
Oh,
missing
Lord.
the letter A. One consequence of this is that you can jump on the edge of a right-facing portal. I always thought that this was intended behavior, but if you try to do the same thing on a left-facing portal, you'll just fall right down.
Okay, so I set this up in a different level, and guess what happens? My guy falls down. So that you fix right here,
And if
Probably
I patch
does
the
fix
code to
that,
fix
but
this bug,
I'm pretty sure there's another bug involved as well. That
the same thing now happens on both types of portals. While this ultimately is just a silly typo, it would have been easier to spot if these calculations weren't duplicated and hard-coded to specific angles. In that case,
hard-coded to specific angles. So anyway, this guy was 16 years old at the time, and the other dude was 19, and they wrote all that action script code, and they forgot the letter A. And this ain't even... How is that?
Valve implements this by translating your velocity vector to the new reference frame. This is universally applicable and keeps the behavior of portals consistent. The Flash version, however, has hard-coded behaviors for each of the 4 cardinal directions. This is why you won't find...
This could also be a design decision by the two students. They could have just made it like that to make it harder to move around, to make it more challenging. It could have been anything.
A slanted portal surface. The engine simply doesn't support it. Yes, this simplifies the math a bit, but that comes at the cost of less flexibility and more duplicated code. Now, it's not really that hard to rotate a vector, especially in 2D, but I get the feeling that the developers of this game just weren't as familiar with the math involved. Also, notice...
I feel like that's extremely disingenuous and disrespectful. If you search for math sin, find a whole bunch of code of them using angles, rotating shit. There's no way on God's green earth they didn't know how to do that. So, like I said, that makes me believe that it was a design decision.
The entire game logic sits in a single class, which, when decompiled, takes up over 3,700 lines of code.
3,700, huh? Well, mine shows around 4,000, almost 4,100. Looks like we got different decompilers there. Okay, let me see what he's looking at.
On top of that, it turns out that the sugar logic really is just one big dumb loop.
Let me see where his code is at. Color test, this. Okay, let's see.
Okay, so he's at the Suker BMP right here, and then I think this is mine. See, my loop looks different. He's using a 4. If continue, mine just... It's the same. It's the same logic. It's whatever the decompiler used. So what is he saying now?
Don't change the core physics of the game. With that in mind, in spite of the rancid codebase full of duplicated code that
rancid code base? This is decompiled version. A lot of these are, if you look at the actual source code for Flash games, they have multiple objects with a bunch of action scripts attached to each one, because all the scripts are they're scattered everywhere and attached to different things. So calling this rancid makes absolutely no sense. A good example is, think of Godot, where you have a bunch of scenes and stuff and you attach scripts. If you use the Godot Decompiler, I think there's like 2 or 3 of them. There's like one main one, I think, but when you decompile it, this is actually a bad example because the decompiler will give you the individual scripts and stuff. However, by his logic, he's saying that what if that decompiler gave you one huge file with all that GDScript code in there, and then you're judging that programmer based on all that code? That makes absolutely zero sense, because most of the time all that GDScript is scattered across scenes that have their own logic, and it's all organized. It's similar to ActionScript and how we created games back then.